Thomas and Friends is a series that everybody knows. Based on the Railway series books by Reverend W. Awdry, Thomas has spawned a natural cultural phenomenon across the globe. And for good reason. It's very calming, simple, and cute. And even though some eras of the show kind of fumbled a bit,
what are you doing here, Mr. Snowman?
The quality still managed to get back up and become a good show again. But then Origins Go came around and people were rioting. At that time, the fans collectively agreed that Thomas was dead and wouldn't ever climb back up. That was until the year 2025. At that time, the series' 80th anniversary was coming along, and Thomas's owners at that time, Mattel, were doing big plans for it. They released the long-lost 1983 pilot episode of Thomas and Friends onto YouTube. They released some toys that resembled the old show. There was a Thomas podcast that interviewed people who were involved with Thomas's legacy, and many, many more. And also, Origins Go ended, so yeah, there's that. Now here comes the juicy part that happened at the end of the year. Mattel announced an all-new Thomas reboot would be coming out in September of 2026. And some new toys that came out of what the characters would look like in this new show. By then, many leaks and rumors have surfaced of this new show that has just been wanting me to talk about this. So that's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be covering the leaks, rumors, and the new toys of this new show, and seeing how it will turn out. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now first, let's take a look at the only piece of footage we have of the show itself, and it's this test animation of Thomas passing by the camera, winking at the audience, and then speeding off. Now let's say what we can get off of this. The animation looks stunning, all the greenery looks beautiful, and the animation looks very similar to season 19 through 21 of Thomas. And Thomas himself looks great too, and I dig his new design a lot. His eyes kind of reminds me of Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures a little. This is the case with other characters in this new show, but we'll get to them later. Back to the test animation, I still really like Thomas's design in this. I like how he's based on a real train again, unlike All Engines Go. And I like how his number 1 is big, like in the Railway series books. Now that we've gotten the test animation out of the way, let's take a look at the other stuff regarding the series. Let's talk promo art. Now the first one we got here is this one of Thomas in the countryside. And not gonna lie, this looks pretty damn beautiful. We got the bridge, we got the sunrise, or sunset, and then we got the beautiful greenery, and also some beautiful elements added to them. Back when this released, people said it looked AI, but after learning some stuff from a few aficionados of this kind of stuff, I've started to calm down from it. I don't think this is AI. The next one is this one of Thomas, Percy, and Rosie at the new Tithmas Sheds. Now, this looks actually pretty good. We have Thomas, but then we got the designs of Percy and Rosie. Let's start with Percy. I think Percy looks kind of really good in this. I think his face looks pretty funny. It looks like kind of a chud. Now we get to Rosie, and I'm actually really liking her design. She looks like such a hotshot, and I think that's pretty cute. I'm expecting the voice of Miss Chalice from the Cuphead show to come out of her.
I gotta admit, I don't usually stick around in one place for this long, but you two are kind of fun. You ready for your test?
Now the last promo art we're going to talk about is this one of Thomas, Percy, and Rosie traveling along what I think is the coastal run? I don't know, but this promo art looks also pretty beautiful. Now we're going to take a look at other characters that will be in the show. These characters appeared on toys, or have been linked via Walmart's inventory system, or trademarks. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I'm going to go through the ones that feel notable. So anyways, let's get started with Oliver and Toad. Oliver looks really good, looks very similar to how he looked like in the old show. I like his face, and I love the shade of green they got him. But what is going on with Toad, man? His design doesn't look that bad, but what is going on with his face, though? He looks like a Reddit moderator. Next up is Gordon, and he doesn't look too bad either. He looks very similar to how he did in the CGI series. I don't get why his front borders are red, though. Okay, James looks so whack, dude. What is going on here? James's face might be worse than Toad's. Why did they design his nose like that? And the rest of his face looks weird too. In fact, he kinda looks like Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus when I look at him. Next up is Diesel, and he also looks very accurate to his design in the old show. I like his face though. I like how they gave him purple pupils. Or irises, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry? What even is this? Okay, so when this character's diecast was leaked at Toy Fair along with other characters appearing in the series, we all thought this was a Flynn redesign. But this is a new character entirely. Flynn freaking Jr.? As if Flynn himself wasn't a stupid character himself, now we got Flynn Jr. along for the ride. I really hope Flynn didn't just have a son and called it Flynn Jr., because if that happens, I'm just gonna leave. If this is actually the case with this new show, DeviantArt's gonna have a field day. Next up is good old Duck, the great Western engine we were all waiting for. Okay, time to move on. Next up is Mavis, and I think my best description for this is, look how they massacred my girl. I'm just gonna be frank here, I kinda got pissed when her redesign was leaked online. Mavis was always such a sweet character in the old show, rather feisty some of the time, but she can always be a caring teacher type in the show. But in this, she looks more like a villain more than anything. I'm gonna be really upset if all her niceness is just taken away, and just becomes the more villainous Diesels, like Diesel of sort. I'm gonna be pretty upset if that's the case. Some rumors have been going around that Mavis's new face is kind of based off of one of her faces in the model series, like reference material and such, and I can see some similarities. But we don't even know what Mavis's personality would be like in the new show, but I'm really hoping it's something positive. Salty... Finally, a breath of fresh air. Here is Charlie, who has now been turned into a girl in this new show, and honestly, I don't mind it. And the final character we're going to take a look at today is Emily, and her new design is actually really nice. Her new design is very akin to her CGI model, though with some new additions added. She has now gained thicker lips now, her irises are now green, and she's gained eyelashes, her buffers are now black now, and her safety valve is now gold. I'm curious to see what they do with Emily in this new show, and I like to see that. Though I hope they don't delve into the rescue engine trope they did at the end of the old show. Like, what even was that? There are of course other characters that will be in this new show, and I'm pretty sure I can say that this show has a stacked lineup. Psst, hey! Huh? Can I touch you for a second about that? Okay. Okay. Timothy? Hector? Stepney? Boko? Yeah. Did you say Boko? Yeah. Give me a second. Of course. Next, we're going to take a look at some rumors and leaks that have been leaked by people who have heard of Mattel, or sorta. But anyways, let's take a look at those. Now, a while ago, this guy has leaked many stuff about the 2026 Thomas Show via this list right here. Now, we don't know if these are true or not, but we're gonna go over them because they may possibly be in this new show. Number 1, Edward returns in the new show. I mean, we kinda already knew that from this Animal Park themed multi-pack thing, and Edward was confirmed to be in that. Number 2, more characters are coming in this new show. Duh. Number 3, no more Steamy versus Diesel conflict. This is a change I'm kinda glad they did. It was getting kinda tiring when Day of the Diesels rolled around. Speaking of which, number 4, the Troublesome Trucks are confirmed to be the main villains of this. I think this is a change we kinda saw coming. I mean, the Troublesome Trucks were always the sole villains of the show, and not Diesels. I mean, they were kind of the main obstacles of the engines trying to achieve their goals. So this is fine by me. Number 5, the new show being very Railway Series coded. Now this is a change I welcome wholly with open arms. The Railway Series books that Thomas was based on was a much more realistic and had a more whimsy type of world. And I think this could work in the new show seamlessly. And some parts of that do show, with Thomas's number 1 on the sides being much bigger, like in the Railway Series books. Or how James's new design in the new show is based off of Clive Spong's art of James from the Railway Series. Number 6, engines will have drivers again. This is a change I'm also glad was made, and that's sort of more realism to this world. Number 7, the Vickerstown Bridge being replaced by the Vickerstown Tunnel. I always liked the Vickerstown Bridge, and seeing it being replaced by a tunnel is kinda bad to be honest. Which leads us with... Number 8, engines only having faces on Sodor. This brings up an answer that the Reverend Wilbur Autry gave to his readers of the Railway series, is that the engines only have faces on Sodor and nowhere else in the world. This only applied in the Railway series books, however. The TV series didn't really bring this up so often, and for pretty obvious reasons. So I kinda don't hope that this will be in the new show, though this isn't confirmed to be true or not, so we'll see. I have not been this hyped for a new Thomas show in a long time. It's good to get excited again, and there are some hopes. I really hope the main characters are not played by kids, and I hope the writing is good. And considering all the stuff we just went over, we are so back, man. The people at Toy Fair were in the Thomas section said that the special would be premiering on Netflix in September, which is next month? Wow! All I hope for the show is that I hope it does well, and Thomas fans will love it as well. Though if it does suck, then us Thomas fans will continue what we've done the past 5 years, and that's not nothing to sneeze at. Now if you please excuse me, I'm off to play some Pac-Man games on the Namco Museum 50th anniversary on the Game Boy Advance before the 2026 reboot comes out. What? Why is the menu so quiet?